So we had a grassroots coalition had filed a Public Records Act lawsuit against the County of Los Angeles for documents held by CDM Smith, which is a third-party consultant to the county over their biological monitoring at Oxford Lagoon. And what we wanted was the photographs and the handwritten notes and logs taken by the biological monitors, because there were some inconsistencies from what Grassroots Coalition had actually witnessed out at the Oxford Lagoon compared to what was coming out on these summaries that the county was presenting to the public. And what we expect to find once we find the documents, or once we review the documents, is that the biological monitors actually did write down, for example, sightings of ospreys, a review of what was later claimed to be a decrepit nest as being a very intact and usable nest that was destroyed and knocked down in the county's restoration of Oxford Lagoon. So what's recently happened is the county amended all their responses to our Public Records Act and provided us the documents, and this was after almost a year of litigation. And so we've essentially won. It's now our time to collect our attorney's fees and get those documents and disclose them to the public.
Great. I believe the Grassroots Coalition lawsuit with regard to the Oxford Lagoon and garnering the raw data, the actual raw data that allows anyone to create a summary. We have known from in the past that the raw data often speaks differently than the summaries that come out. So the attempt by the county to claim that they either didn't know about these documents existing any longer. In fact, I believe they said that they were destroyed at one point.
Yeah, so County Council claimed that the documents were destroyed by CDM Smith, which I immediately questioned, but they insisted that the documents were destroyed, apparently hoping that we were going to give up on our lawsuit because the documents weren't available. But as any competent attorney would do when they are faced with a truly unbelievable claim, they serve discovery, and I don't think that the county wanted to respond to discovery and in fact produce the documents that we were looking for.
Which we have yet to still go over and to see if we need to go further with what we have found, because we certainly have videotape, for instance, of one of the Camp Dresser and McKee monitors that stated, yes, she was very familiar, had many photographs and imagery of the osprey that's there, which is a species of special concern, I believe, and that actually was on the endangered species list not long ago. But she has all this documentation, which she claims on camera to us, and yet the county argued this osprey never even frequented the site. So we had such a rift in what was happening versus what we were hearing from people and what we were documenting, that this was important.
Even the preliminary review that I've done of the documents, they have photographs of the osprey catching fish, dipping his talons in the water while flying, roosting on these mature eucalyptus trees, also roosting on the really strangely placed power lines there as well.
Right, which
you would imagine that if they were doing truly interested in restoration, they would have moved those power lines.
But we have now asked for some of the eucalyptus trees to be put back in place that they took out, but also to put platforms above those power lines, as they do in Oregon and other states, to make it safer for the bird to utilize.
And now they want to settle. They want to settle, and we'll ask for that in settlement.